Charles Barkley's lifestyle is not what you think. This is why. Charles Barkley is considered one of the most talented and best players of the NBA's most dominant power forwards. His nicknames include the Round Mound of Rebound, Sir Charles, and Chuck. Barkley's credited with being one of the most dominant power forwards of all time. During his 16 years in the NBA, he amassed 20,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 4,000 assists, making him the fourth player in league history to reach those three milestones. How Barkley battled and ultimately succeeded? Well, let's dive in to know more. Hey everybody, welcome back to Hoops Today. In today's video, we are going to reveal Charles Barkley's lifestyle. So without any further ado, let's begin. He is the one player in the history of basketball who has reigned supreme in the affections of millions of basketball fans over the course of many years. One of the former basketball players who represented his country, possessed the greatest degree of versatility. Additionally, he was a member of the NBA for a significant portion of his career and was honored with a great deal of success. The athlete has garnered a trustworthy reputation throughout his sporting career due to the many records he has broken. He started playing in 1984 and retired in the year 2000, during which time he became the fourth player in NBA history to score 20,000 points. The city of Leeds, Alabama, where he was born and raised, is where he first developed a love for the game of basketball. When Barkley was old enough, he enrolled in Leeds High School, where he continued to hone his skills as a basketball player by participating in varsity games. Following a hiatus from the game, or retirement from it altogether, he began a career as an NBA analyst, which expanded his basketball knowledge. Before he became a professional basketball player, the athlete tried his hand at being an excellent writer. He has written a number of books, all of which were published and were commercially successful. He has devoted a significant amount of his time and energy to the field of politics and has been a member of the Republican Party for many years. Charles is also known for his work as an actor, having portrayed roles in a number of televised series, including Suits and Inside the NBA, amongst others. The basketball player was deeply loved by both his father, Frank, and his mother. He was raised close to his two cherished brothers, whose names are Daryl and John Glenn Barkley, and who he loves with all his heart. His family's always been very supportive of him and understanding of his decisions, which has been a significant contributor to his career achievements. As a result, he continues to give credit to them for his prosperous life and the position he's achieved in his life at this point. In the year 1989, he married the woman he cherished, Maureen Blumhart, tying the knot of love and eternity between them. Maureen is his most steadfast and reliable supporter, and she's the person who is there for him through every difficult circumstance. To be more specific, both his personal and professional life is being discussed. And during the time period, the athlete is participating in the sport with the Philadelphia 76ers. After the period of time, the couple finally became parents to their stunning daughter, Christiana, who entered the world. Christiana was born in 1989. And it is easier for a person to believe that Charles and Maureen do not have any other children besides Christiana. Charles Barkley's current net worth is reported to be over $50 million. He is currently one of many individuals in the sports industry who's worth that much money. The majority of this basketball player's wealth was acquired throughout his career as a professional basketball player. He spent over a term's worth of time competing at the highest level of the NBA's league, which is the top level. His work as a spokesperson for various companies including Nike, McDonald's, T-Mobile, and Weight Watchers contributed to a portion of his wealth too. The basketball player calls his home in Scottsdale, Arizona, located in the desert. The home's been thoughtfully designed, and the interiors have been thoughtfully updated. In addition, the current resident of the NBA Hall of Fame who played for the NBA in the past resides here when he's not traveling for his job as a commentator for TNT. He owns 4 extremely expensive and lavish automobiles. Indeed, we should not be surprised in the least if the person who owns a net worth of $50 million lives an extravagant lifestyle. This basketball player has a good physique and exudes the personality of a sports person, both of which contribute to the fact that he is significantly intelligent. He has a height of 6 feet 6 inches and a weight of 114 kilograms. There is no question that the athlete's height-to-weight ratio is ideal for a person to have in order to play basketball in the U.S., and it's possible to say the same thing about someone of his age. The position of power forward was one for which he was, without a shadow of a doubt, best suited, and he became one of the best in NBA history. He disclosed some interesting facts about himself, such as the fact that he never allows anyone to buy him a drink because no one ever bought him drinks when he was poor, and that he always talks to random strangers who come up to him because the majority of them are really good people. The most interesting part was when he was talking about how wonderful his own life is, and how there are only 4 real jobs in the world: being a teacher, a police officer, a fireman, or a soldier. It was a monologue that he delivered with self-awareness and the style that's become characteristic of him. Charles Barkley, the legend from the National Basketball Association, says to himself every day that life is pretty damn good, even when things aren't going so well. Barkley says there's always something happening and there's never a dull moment. When you're famous, and I hate to use that term, you are always on a roller coaster, he says, referring to the pressures that come along with it and the things you have to do. Barkley attributes his ability to maintain his sanity and, as a result, his success to his unwavering commitment to maintaining a constructive attitude. And he believes that when people watch him on television, they are thinking to themselves, this guy understands that he was just a basketball player. It's easy to talk to him because he doesn't beat around the bush and he doesn't take himself too seriously. Barkley's widely regarded as one of the 50 greatest players in the history of the NBA. During his career, he competed for the Philadelphia 76ers, the Phoenix Suns, and the Houston Rockets. In 2006, he was recognized by the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and inducted into that Great Hall of Fame. His retirement from the NBA came in the year 2000. Charles Barkley's been working as a sports analyst for TNT's Inside the NBA program for the past 2 decades. Barkley acknowledges that he was very good at basketball, but there are many other things in life that are much more important, he says. Barkley says that when people watch him, they're going to have some fun, and that's all they need to know about it. Barkley was regarded as one of the most controversial, outspoken, and dominant players in the history of basketball during his 16-year career in the NBA. His impact on the sport went beyond his rebounding titles, assists, scoring, and physical play. His confrontational mannerisms often led to technical fouls and fines on the court, and his larger-than-life persona sometimes gave rise to national controversy. Once, he was featured in advertisements that rejected professional athletes as role models and declared, "I am not a role model." Although his words often led to controversy, according to Barkley, his mouth was never the worst. He only meets everyone with reality. I think this guy's really down to earth. What do you guys think of him? Oh, let us know in the comments section below. And that's going to bring us to the end of today's video. We sincerely hope you enjoyed our video today, and if you did, there's one way to show us. Make sure you like it and share it with all your friends and family. If we also can ask you to, we would appreciate you subscribing to our YouTube channel. That way you are always updated and keep in touch with us and all of our latest updates. You can press that bell icon to always be notified when we put a new video up for you to check out. And make sure you pass this along to other basketball fans who are in your inner circle. Hey, we sincerely appreciate you spending time out of your busy day to hang out with us today, and we'll look forward to catching up with you in our next video. Maybe we can catch a Charles Barkley appearance on TV sometime. He really was one of the greatest of all time, don't you think? Hey, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great